Woman. Greg, you're definitively saying you do not think it'll be here. If not, where do we see it then?
Do you ever see it?
Do we ever see it?
Do you ever see it? I don't know.
Do we ever see it, Andy?
I don't know.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, of course we do. Of course we do.
Yeah?
Especially with the... Yeah, man. Sorry to make you doubt myself immediately.
Especially with all the WB cancel and everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got it. I have a lot of like insiders telling me that David Zaslav loves Wonder Woman. He's the one that's really championing this one. Yeah, I don't know if this is the place, but I think that, yes, we will see it in general, if that's what y'all are asking. Did we ever see this game? Yeah, I think so. Especially
This is 3 years ago we saw this trailer, is that right?
No.
I know that Blessing and I did a Games Daily several months ago that was, we were worried about, is this game going to be a multiplayer game because they were looking for some sort of multiplayer
December 9th,
type.
2021, so 2.5 years ago.
There you go.
And they definitively came out. That's how bad it was. That they had a job listing that hinted at live service, that it was so bad they broke and came out like, hey,
They walked it back.
this is not a live service game. We are not a live service
They're doing
game.
fine.
I think we see it just based off of we don't really have a good look at anything right now from WB Games, right? Like, what's the next game coming from WB?
I think you're more like. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have an answer to that question off the top of my head. Well, the next game from a WB publisher or as
Publisher.
Publisher would be the Arkham game probably from Meta, right?
But like, what's the next flat game?
We're flatters, baby. PS5 flatters. That's what we call it. I don't know. And my thought would be, and this is gonna sound fucking crazy, but take it to the bank is Greg's bet. I think you're more likely to see a Suicide Squad reveal at the Summer Game
Season
Fest
2.
than you are Wonder Woman. Yeah, 100%. Let's
Season
show
2.
you Miss Freeze. Let's do this thing. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm not expecting to see Wonder Woman, and I'd be surprised even for the Suicide Squad thing, just because I feel like WB is kind of in shambles right now. So I don't think they're even thinking about Keeley or any of this stuff. They're just like...
But I'm sure Jeff is knocking on their door. Like, he knows that PR team even better than I know that PR team. This episode of Kinda Funny is brought to you by Punkle, the developers behind Vampire Survivors. Did you know that Vampire Survivors is out on just about everything? That's right, you can play it this very second on PC, Xbox, Switch, and mobile. And if that wasn't enough, it's coming to PlayStation this summer with a Platinum Trophy, and I just so happen to be stoked. Why? Because it's awesome. Vampire Survivors is a gothic horror casual game with roguelike elements where your choices can allow you to quickly snowball against the hundreds of monsters that get thrown at you. Mow down thousands of night creatures and survive until dawn. Pick your character, spend your gold on power-ups, and get to being the bullet hell in the game that features absolutely zero vampires. Punkle even just released the new DLC Operation Guns featuring the classic and timeless Konami IP, Contra. We've been talking about this game for years, so there's no reason not to support it now. It's as affordable as a cup of coffee. Get Vampire Survivors on your platform of choice this very second, and thank Punkle for sponsoring Kinda Funny. And again, if you're trying to make a case for Suicide Squad, hey, we've added the Joker, and now you're getting Miss Freeze, and da-da-da. This would do it. Again, if you don't do that, then it's, it's dead already. But
I understand that like WB is in such a weird place, but it's also just weird for a publisher to have nothing on the horizon aside from the VR game. I know we just got multiverses,
well, when
right?
you keep trying to sell yourself and nobody buys, you know what I mean?
But we've gotten all of the major WB releases, and there's just nothing left. So I feel like if you're operating as like a regular publisher, you put something out there of like, hey, this is our next thing going on. Maybe that is WB and David Zaslav and like everything being canceled, but I think also maybe it's a good time to just announce or re-show Wonder Woman.
Show something.
Show something, yeah. Show signs of life.
I don't know. Here you go. You want it? You want the exclusive?
Greg.
I'll give you my Jeff Grubb information, all right?
Oh.
In the past year, because I'll leave it ambiguous, I have talked to an insider who was like, this game's troubled. That's it. That's all I'll say. Yeah. So I don't hold out hope that it's in a place to show something. And I think you could be. You could come out. Obviously, plenty of games are doing. And again, what does troubled actually mean? That it's not like I got like, oh man, people are falling through level 4 or some shit like that. But it's like, I think it's not where they want it to be. I don't think it's ready for prime time. And then I go to, what the fuck is WB doing? What do they want to do? What are they trying to do these games? I could easily see it. You close that studio, you cancel the project.
I think we've also heard that, to be devil's advocate to Greg right there, we've also heard several stories across a long time of video game history of like, this game was
totally fucked until it got
fucked until like 1 month of development is where we sort of passed a lot of milestones and it got to a really good spot. So I think, no disrespect to you, Greg, but I think you're fucking wrong on this.
What about Mortal Kombat?
I'm just telling you what I got told.
Get a fighter pack in Mortal Kombat as well. You
I'm
can
sure
do
that Homelander will be there again.
You know what I mean? Like,
Homelander's come out
promote
7
that.
times. I swear to God.
You're
How
so
does this
right.
keep happening?
You're so right.